the first thing I posed to Amy was, why are they filming Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 6 starting in the summer when the series isn't debuting until next summer? So I have 3 options that I am going to put out there to Amy and see what she thinks. And I'll put it out to the rest of you. If you have any information or any theories, please hit us up, tpenetwork.com/feedback. So my first thought was extensive CG, because isn't that what holds up movies from coming out? When you have to do a lot of CG post-production?
Yeah, that's one possibility. I don't know. Are they going to have a ton of CG in the next season? That brings up some very interesting possibilities, if so.
Could potentially be a Ghost Rider, or
maybe, or more stuff in space. I think they set that up, so we'll have to see what's happening.
Yeah. So, when you have to animate some big stuff and you're talking about a reduced series as far as 13 episodes as opposed to 22, could you imagine if you condense that same budget, what kind of effects you could get?
That's a good point.
Let's think about that. All right, my second idea, weather. If you're if you're always shooting in California or something, that's fine. You don't have much to worry about. But what if you wanted to shoot somewhere else where you needed to ensure that it was going to be good and hot, and you want to make sure you get this footage? Like Game of Thrones was delayed because they were waiting for snow. Snow was still loading.
They do all of the road work in the summer for that reason. So, I can imagine that it would be nice to not have to worry about pouring rain when you're trying to film or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's a reasonable guess to me.
I think that's fair. We're spitballing here. And then my third idea, timing for certain actors. There could potentially be actors that they want in these 13 episodes, at least in some of them, that they won't have access to when you get into the fall or the winter. So they might need them right now. Maybe they're not busy right now. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And you could get them on set. And then when they're super jam-packed and busy, you don't have to worry about it.
I kind of feel like that might be the most likely option, because I know that a lot of actors can't be in some things because of their commitments. And I know that's one reason that there were a couple of side characters that kind of got phased out because they ended up on other shows or couldn't make the time commitment. So maybe that has something to do with it.
What are you supposed to do as an actor? Sit around and wait for a phone call that may never come? You have to move on and take other gigs. I mean, it's just common sense. So,
yeah.
Are you going to be like, oh, maybe they'll invite me back next year, or I could have this starring role on this other show,
Exactly. So. No matter how devoted you are to a particular show, actors have got to eat. So
I want a t-shirt that says that.
Actors got to eat.
Actors got to eat. So out of the 3, which one is more plausible to you, Amy?
I'm kind of thinking of the third option with actors being available, because as far as weather, like you mentioned, if they're filming in California or other locations, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of options available to them to deal with weather. I don't know. Let's see. What was the first option?
Extensive CG.
Oh, yes. I don't know. I'm not sure how much they have planned for that, and I'm not sure how much time it would honestly take to get that done, because even if they're filming this summer, that still gives them months and months and months before the show is actually going to air.
Yeah, because you are looking at episodic television. You're not talking about a movie where you have to have it all done. All you have to do is have one episode ready, and then while you're getting episode 2 ready, episode 1's getting ready to air, and then so on and so forth, like they do normally.
So that's why I think it's probably down to actor availability, but you never know. And it could also have to do with other people on the show and their availability. Writers, directors, other people who work behind the scenes. Yes. Because there's a lot that goes into this.
Yeah, say someone is going to be on press tours for a while promoting another movie or something,
Right.
I keep winking at the camera. No.
Yeah, I wonder who we know who's going to be in another movie.
Kind of busy, in that winter, late winter.